Well, I'm back out. It's my birthday. It's got to be worth a go. It's only going to be for a few hours because there's a huge, great big band of heavy rain coming in. This bit will make you laugh. I'm actually all tucked up into the tree, which is all good. But spot what I've forgotten. Nope, buzz bars. Well, bank sticks and buzzers really. So the ever faithful barrow rod pod, whatever you want to call it. Just trying to think of something funny there. Didn't quite work out. It's going to do its job. Just have to listen out for whizzing lines, which is never too much of a problem on here. Anyway, it's a pleasant start to the day. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully it will continue for a few hours. I'm trying something different actually. I wanted to do, but I had to wait for the maintenance team to move past this area and carry on at the other end. What I actually wanted to do was, I often see fish up the middle, the bigger fish up the middle, which I've tried before if you remember rightly, and just didn't pay off. So this time I've got both rods out in the middle on bags filled with maggots and casters, and we'll just see if I can sort of attract anything that way. They're obviously feeding on something out there. Maggots work wonders really, so just going to have to give it a go really for a couple of times on here, see what happens really. Anyway, I'll keep you informed how we get on. It's only, no doubt, only going to be a short session, but yeah, fingers crossed. The wind's going to pick up to about 40-50 mile an hour this afternoon, so with heavy rain, so it's not worth hanging around too much for really. I don't want too much stuff wet, so I'm actually off out for the whole weekend, so I need to sort a bit of that stuff out. So I thought come out for a few hours, sort the weekend stuff out, so I can get there by lunchtime tomorrow. It'll be pretty good, and move on from there. Right, let's see how things go then. Well, it's coming up to 12 o'clock now. I've had no fish. There's quite a bit of tree felling going on up to the island, and the trees go in the water, the waves come down here, so maybe the fish are a little bit spooked from that. But I have seen some fish across the far side over there moving. I've now recast a couple of the PVA bags over the last sort of few hours. Between the rain's sort of turned up a lot earlier than I thought it would, but that's not really too much of a problem. It's just light rain at the moment. The barrow pod is doing its job. Yeah, I've just recast one, sort of quite tight to the margins. You know what I'm like. See if I can save a blank. I've got a little bit of well, not obsessed with catching. I think I've got a little bit obsessed with catching on here. Just realistically, I've technically blanked once, but I've never not had a take. So any time I blanked, I actually lost a fish. But I've always had a take from a bit of fishing, so it's got to be gotta try my hardest really and see how we get on really. But we'll just have to see. So I've recast that one, and any luck we'll get a whizzing reel or something. The old robin there on my rod. He's quite happy. I've been feeding him maggots. He quite likes his little perch up there. Bless him. But yeah, no, we'll give it a little bit longer. I think it's not going to be too bad actually. I think I can. If there is any heavy rain, I think there's going to be a gap in between it. I can actually get out in between that. I don't think I'll stay here until 2:30, because I think that'll be pushing it a little bit too much. But yeah, we'll just see how we go on really. Quite enjoying it. It's quite nice. It's going to turn cold I think over the next couple of days. I should be out in the syndicate over the weekend. This will be quite nice. Hopefully I can actually get a swim. I think a high percentage of them are actually underwater, and you can't sort of bivvy up anywhere behind them or anywhere near them really. So I think my last resort is I might just try the if I can get a bivvy on it, try the smaller lake. I can get a bivvy set up on it. Just have to see really. haven't been there. I don't want to sort of put myself off and ask on the other members. I'd rather see it myself and see what I think I can actually do and get away with. Well, there we go. Anyway, hopefully we'll bag a fish. If not, hey ho, at least we came and tried. There you go, my little baby bank saver. Bless it. Pretty little fish, short little dumpy thing. Lovely scales. Lovely scales. Nice little yellow classic corn popper. Absolutely fantastic. Right then, better get it back. I'll be able to wangle another one if I'm lucky, never know. Well, wangled one. Be happy with that. The conditions are getting worse now. I think it's nearly 2 o'clock, so I'm going to sit this sort of band of rain out and then head home, get home in time to collect the kids from school, and yeah, see how we go really. But yeah, it's well, I haven't blanked, so I've always got to be happy about that. I thought I might bag one on the maggot setup, but no, nothing at all really. I've got some maggot clips I've ordered and they're on the way, so I might start trying to actually use that in conjunction as well. See how we get on really. So, oh, excuse me, the maintenance boys hasn't put them off, which is good. They're doing a damn good job. They've got a hell of a long way around. It's quite good really. Get rid of some of the old dead trees, which is a bonus, and tidying out a few other bits and bobs, which is pretty good really. Anyway, barring getting another fish, I shall bid you farewell. Catch up with you soon. All being well, I'll actually be on the syndicate this weekend. Myself tucked away somewhere. There's always the smaller lake with the smaller fish that I have actually fished and done some videos on about 2 or 3 years ago, but then you got to sort of mid-20s, which is similar to here really. But I'll say the lake across the track's got 40s in it, which draws you to it, but when the conditions are going to be cold and blowing from the north, and I can't get in any of the swims I'd like to get into, I might just go and sit on there for the weekend. Be a pleasant change. Be interesting to see what occurs. There's always rumours of bigger fish in there, so you never know, do you really? Never really know. Just you know, give it a bash. Anyway, I shall catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, good luck after you're out on the bank. Well, hello everyone, I'm back out on the school lake. I've got sort of, well, 4 or 5 hours today. I thought it was worth a go, I must admit. It's going to be nice and sunny, fish seem to like it up at the island. There is 4 other people on here, down the other end of the lake. I'll sort of spread out from the car park up to the middle, so nice quiet sort of area. I've got a little pellet out. Couple of, yeah, just 2 12mm pop-ups basically really. You know, classic corn on both rods. See if you're doing me very well at the moment. I'll give it a go on here. I've basically got one on that corner of the lake there, and the other one is not on the corner. Well, it is on the corner, but you can't really space the corner. But I've got to be mindful of right in the middle of the screen there. There's little snag, so I sort of come back and just fish on that little corner there to sort of work a little bit better and produces fish. I'm hoping it's not just a sunny day, everyone comes out today. something I don't really want. I think the last time I fished this spot I got a little bit cut off, but if that occurs this time I don't have too many options really. I'll just have to live with it really, and see how things go. But you know, I've got an area I can move to, I think. I often know there's fish and things, so it could be I could do that. Just have to see what happens really. It's Wednesday, so hopefully it won't be too bad day of the week really to get yourself out here. So the sun is coming up, look quite nice. It's about 9:30, 10:15 now. There's no wind. It's a pleasant day really. I've got the rods on the spots. Just hopefully see if we can produce anything. It'd be quite good. Yeah, the only downside I didn't have any catapult, so I had to use my little spom and get the pellet out that way. But sort of, not too much of a problem really. You can see the greenery over there. It's the golf course. You can see what sort of the dam, sort of the trees and everything have all been pruned right down, so gives you a little bit of access to just underarm flick onto the corner and wander back really. Quite like it really. I'm sure it's not everyone's cup of tea, but well, it seems to be. So I'm always confident there's fish up this end of the lake. Just whether we can manage to convince them it's a good day to feed. But you never know really. Anyway, I do like looking down the lake. It gives me a good view of what's going on. Any signs of fish. There's a few tufties on here at the moment. I think we found an area to feed in, which it's obviously someone's baited up from the weekend and there's still food there. So nothing happens here. It might be worth moving on to that. Just thinking a couple of pop-ups over the top. So we get on really. Anyway, I'll just gonna sit back and have a brew and so there we go really. Well, after seeing 3 or 4 fish showing in front of the swim, and this is where the tufties were. Clearly there's some leftover bait from the weekend there. I hadn't had a line, I hadn't had a touch, so just had to come down here and give it a go. I'll probably end up moving back up the other end as the afternoon progresses or something. I'll give it a go here. We'll see. I'll give it a go for a couple of hours here. I'll start seeing fish back up there and move up there. But you end up chasing fish, which is not always a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it's best to just sort of sit and wait, I find. It's very hard to gauge that one, you know. It's quite simple to sort of move down here after where I've seen fish and then instantly start seeing fish where I just was and sort of drawn back. Sometimes you have to sort of like commit, so if you're staying, or commit to if you move, just stay there realistically, you know, because you baited up where you were originally, so you know you're likely to see fish there at some point. It just depends how much bait's gone out here and how well the fish. So all I've done is just stuck a couple of big bags on, just drop them in the margins really. The indicators are on the floor, more or less, slack lines, so less disturbance. I've had fish out of here before a few times, so just not sure if once you've had one whether you can get another one. Other areas I managed to get repeat gaps and things, so I may just try and bag one and then move back up to around the island. Don't know, we'll just see how we get on really. But it's quite pleasant here, it's actually in the sun, so you know, if you're not careful, I'll drop off to sleep, which you know, definitely to do really, do you? But no, it's just watch the line and just move a little bit on the left-hand rod, so just hoping. There's definitely fish out there. I've just had a sort of liner on it. There's a fish just appeared by the island as well, which is quite ironic. Not where I was fishing though, at the end of the island, which is a another area that people fish. So as I said, I'll sort of watch the line. I like watching the lines, I must admit. I keep the buzzers on just in case I get sidetracked, but I love watching the line. It just sort of tweaks up and down, so there's something mooching around there. I haven't spooked them since I sort of set up. I basically sort of put the barrow just up there and just sort of put the rods in there and just wander down a little bit and see what I can do really. I'm sitting this end because one, it's nice, I'm in the sun, and two, I'd end up looking at the other people sitting on the lake, and I'm never one for watching people. Just don't like it. It's just, you know, I like to do my own thing, which is a bit strange. You'll probably go, why on earth are you on the club lake then? There's clearly going to be a lot of people around. But it's just something I live with, really. What's worrying is I think I've just seen a fish take a floater off the top. They do say they do that a lot in here. A few little pinprick bubbles coming up as well, so I'm quite confident there's a few fish here. What I'm really after is the bigger fish, so just have to carry on, see how we get on. Right, I'll give you an update. Hopefully an update for fish, we'd like to think, but you never know, do you? Worth the move, not the biggest. You know, got a good fight. Nice to catch these fish. Did me really, wouldn't it? Anyway, better get it back. See what we do. Well, I'm on the third swim of the day now. Fizzing and bubbling stopped in the margins not long after I caught that fish. So, gave it a little while to see if anything would move back. But clearly it wasn't. So I've come back up to the island. I've not gone where the swim was started from, so just hadn't really seen anything around there. I've got one rod on one of the baited areas, and I've got a rod on a different area. I've seen fish earlier on, and you often see fish on throughout the time you're on here, so it's always worth a go. It's not a pleasant, it's a pleasant day actually. You know, you can see the house in the distance down the bottom of the lake down there, way down in the middle. Yeah, used to be Florence Nightingale's house, that did. They built in 18 whatever knows what. Did do a bit of research, quite interesting, but it was a while ago, so sort of forgotten really. So I've come back around the island. Just hopefully we can you know, pick up something around here, but I've had one fish, so I'm quite happy. It's, you know, productive as you can wish for sometimes. The only other signs of fish I've seen is on the far margin, which is a spot you just really can't get a bait to because of the overhanging trees. Unfortunately they left those ones. But it's worth having a look at, I think, in the future. Just that little margin spot might be worth a go in the future. Just never know. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Looking quite nice. Unfortunately I'm not in the sunshine now, but can't win them all. Just have to see. super tiny, this one. Bless it. Oh, yeah, oh well. It's a fish in it. I'll be happy.
snail pattern on there. Absolutely stunning. Love it. I love the classic gold head. Absolutely love the classic gold. Unbelievable. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Pretty thing. Lovely pretty thing.
I'm going to recast the other rod. I haven't produced anything, so I might not be quite right with it. We'll just have to see. Perfect, and nothing wrong with it either. A bit of a line on our own rod then. I think that would go off there actually. Oh, no. Well, I'll move for the fourth time, sort of back to where I was, but not back to where I was fishing before. I've witnessed in that corner about 2 or 3 times a fish roll, so I've walked round there, just lowered it down and come back, and I'm going to give it a little bit of time in there and hopefully something might go off, but I haven't really got that much time left in the grand scheme of things, but it's got to be worth a move, I feel, worth the effort. See how we get on. Well, if not, we had a thoroughly good time out, caught a few fish, been a bit hard going, but we have got there, and we've managed to produce a few, so I'll stick another, if I catch one I'll stick it on the end. If not, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and enjoy yourself if you're on the bank. Well, here I am, back out on the school lake. I'll have to sort of be quick because it's so windy out here at the moment. It's just absolutely unbelievable. I've actually waited purposely for a calm spot to give it a go. There's a few people on here, quite nicely spread out. I've come to an area that I've been sort of quite interested in before and fished it before and blanked. I'm just going to have to wait and see how it progresses today. I'm not sure it's a good move or a bad move. I could have gone up by the island, but there's a guy a little bit down from it, not fishing it, and there's some guys on the corner of the island, which I don't really I don't really like being that close to people. I don't want them cutting me off or me cutting them off or anything like that. So there's a guy to the left of me quite a way down, but this area seems to be sort of quite calm on the wind front, and I just feel there's a little bit more warmth here. And it's the far side. I've sort of fished over this way before. There's a few cars in the car park, but I'm fishing sort of along here up to that where that stump was a big tree line that they've cut down and tied it up. So what I've done is I used to cast across on the other side, fish in front of the swim just down there. So I've got a bait right in front of that swim on my left hand rod, and my right hand rod sort of behind my barrow, really, under them trees there. It's all quite sort of close in, really. I don't seem to catch very much that far out, so we'll just stick to the margins and things, see how we get on. I've just literally just fresh baits, catalyst pellets in a bag, crushed up classic corn boilies, and one wafter on one and a pop up on the other. Let's take it from there and see if we can see what's productive. Anything like that at all. It'll be quite good. Have to see, really. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. It's quite nice to be back on here. I do like this place. We're heading for March at the weekend, so pads will slowly start appearing as March goes through, I think. I'm not sure whether they're early pads or late pads in here. It's a long time ago when I fished it, so I haven't got a clue, can't remember. It's always a good place to start fishing as well. The new growth on the pads, a bit of warmth, and the fish love it. So as I said, my right hand rods are over some dead pads, and my left hand rods are another sort of gap between the swims, which is some pads along there as well. So I'll just have to see, really. Don't think there's going to be a great option to move today, to be perfectly honest with you, at all. The way things are, I am pretty much in the swim for the day. I can move one or two up, but he's just a little bit too close to the other guy, and I don't really like doing that. He's a nice guy, doesn't sort of comes too close to me, so got to respect each other. It's a little bit different when the lake's rammed. When it's this peaceful, you'd be crazy to do things like that. Anyway, we shall see how we go. It's supposed to be sunny all day, which should be quite nice. No rain or anything. I don't think it'd be horrible if there's any rain. I don't know if I can actually get me broadly secure or not, really. We should just have to see. Alright then, let's just hope one of these rattles off. I think it's not going to be that straightforward, I'm afraid to say. Even the guy that I've sort of got to know a little bit on here, it's the same sort of thing. It's really hard work at the moment. It is what it is, really. Right, let's crack on, really. We got there at the end. Little baby one. Pretty. Do me though. Happy with that. Little bank. Fish on the bank. Very surprised about that one. See if we can catch another one, shall we? Beautiful.